everyone, and welcome back. It's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and today I have the Curated Bead Box for February 2022 that we're going to open up together. And as you can see, the theme for this month is called Celebration. I'll leave the link for this subscription right down below the video. It costs $20 a month. That includes the shipping, and I also have a coupon code that will take 35% off your first box, so it makes the first box a really sweet deal at just $13. And that code is OOJ35%. That will be down below as well. And every month you'll get a different variety of glass beads, and occasionally there will be a gemstone or a gemstone chip strand or more, and some other components, sometimes some pendants. And due to the fact that you get a lot of round glass beads, and this really isn't a box for those looking for high-end contents, maybe you only like to work with round beads, no strange specialty shapes, or maybe you have a child in your life that would love to bead along with you, I recommend this box for all of those circumstances, just to put in my 2 cents. But anyway, as you can see, we have the list of everything that is included right here on the box, and we also have our little notes here saying that you can actually go to dollarbead.com and you can use those model numbers that are listed to find more of these beads. And of course, they've got all different colors and styles available there if you'd like to pick up more of what you received. You'll also get a finding starter kit in each of these boxes, and they will include some basic stringing materials and findings, all of which you can use along with the beads to make some finished pieces right from the box. Another reason why I recommend it for newer beaders or kids in particular, because that is really handy to have. And of course, bead sizes and types may vary due to availability. But without further ado, let's go ahead and open our celebration box. All right, so here is a peek at what's inside. I'm actually really pleased with this mixture. I actually like it a lot better than the picture that was on the outside of the box, because I think that bright coral is really fun with that yellow and green. But let me go ahead and get organized, then we'll take a closer look at everything close up one at a time. All right, item number 1 is this very chunky strand of 12mm glass pearls. This is an 8-inch strand, and these are in the color coral, which is just beautiful. I'm a huge fan of that color, and I think it's really fun to see this mixed with some of that lime green and the yellow like we saw when it was all together. And these pearls are in good shape. They're not, of course, Swarovski quality or anything like that, but they are definitely very usable. And I'm not seeing any major issues or anything. The holes look to be in good shape. And we also received another strand of the 12mm pearls. These are in apple green, so another beautiful complement to the coral. This is kind of like a light olive green. And again, these look to be in good shape. They were stuck together there. If you use some bead caps, that covers over those areas. And the main thing is the surface of the pearls. I'm not seeing any cracking or anything like that on the outside. We're going from largest to smallest. Our next strand is full of the 10mm Salmon rustic glass pearls. This is 8 inches long, and these are rustic because, as you can see, they've got that texture on the outside, which I happen to like. I think it makes the coating feel even stronger, and it's nice to put these different textures with more of your smooth rounds and mix it up a little bit. So again, they look to be in great shape, and they definitely feel very durable. The next strand brings us a pop of yellow, and it looks like it's got some paint splatter type of effect. And these are 10mm in size. And the name of these is called Celebration Abstract Glass Beads. It's a 6-inch strand, and it brings in both the salmony pink color and the green, while also giving us another color to mix in with this palette. Up next is a strand of the 8mm deep Unikite duo style glass beads. We have 10.5 inches worth of beads here, and they are supposed to imitate the gemstone Unikite, I believe, which often has a lot of that very mossy green in different shades and some of that salmon color as well. So I think that's the perfect thing to bring in really with this combination of colors, because you do see a lot of these in the Unikite. Up next is a 13-inch strand of 8mm Milky White faceted semi-opaque glass beads. So these have that kind of opalescent type of look where the glass is pretty creamy in appearance, and the fact that they're neutral, they'll go with anything you put them with. And they seem to have just the slightest bit of light yellow to the cast, which works out really well for the palette. You can see the little bit of faceting, and again, these are in great shape, no peeling or cracking or anything, just some basic glass beads and adding a more neutral to the palette. And then this month we actually do have a couple strands of actual stone beads, which is great to see. This first one is the 8mm green Aventurine, and we have a 7 to 8 inch strand here. You can see the different shades of that fresh minty green. Definitely not like a grade A gemstone strand or anything, but still awesome to see in a box that is set at a low price. We have another 7 to 8 inch strand of gemstone beads. It just says these are pale green gemstone beads, so we don't have an actual name to put with these, but again, always pleased to see more gemstone beads included in the mix. Next up, we have a fun strand of these bright green vinyl disc beads. We have 9 inches on the strand. They are a 6mm by 1mm disc shape. They kind of look like slices of clay. I've seen these pop up a lot lately. They're very summery and fun. And overall, this palette really has me thinking of spring and summer. Next up is a 16-inch, very long strand of 4mm glass pearl beads in grass green. So another shade of green to put with the mix, this definite like Kelly green, and a lot of beads on this strand to work with. We have another grass green strand of 4mm beads. These are the Crackle glass beads, and you can see that they let some of the light pass through, and they have that crackled-like appearance inside of the glass, which gives them a little bit more interest and reflective quality. The last item on our list is a bag containing some 4 to 6mm gold metal rhinestone spacer beads. There's 10 pieces included, and these would be a great thing to put with those green disc beads because the shape is very similar. You can use these to space out your pearls and add a little bit of sparkle. You get that rhinestone sparkle, as you can see on the edges, so that is another additional component to put along with your beads. And then, of course, we have the findings pack that's included. This time we have the shade of gold. This will switch off between gold and silver metallics. And you get your bags of stringing materials, including some elastic cord to make some stretch bracelets. You get some bead stringing wire and some memory wire to put along with your beads, so you can make a number of different projects using that. And you get additional findings basics like your lobster clasps, your crimp beads, you get jump rings, head pins, and some earring findings. So this was a really strand-heavy month this time around in terms of what I have seen in the past, although they usually do send, I believe, 8 strands at least per box. And in the past, we usually see more than one type of additional component. But this time, I think because they included some of those gemstone strands, which is great, that's probably why we just see the rhinestone beads as another addition. And so you might see that change from time to time in addition to the strands. But as you can see, you get a lot of different round beads in a coordinating palette that changes every month. Next month will be something totally different. You always get the findings starter kit along with your beads. And for just $13 for your first box, I think that's an awesome deal. Again, that coupon code is OOJ35%. That'll be down below the video, as well as the link directly to the subscription. And hopefully this video helped you to see what the Curated Bead Box is all about. Maybe if you were curious and weren't sure what types of things to expect up close. That's why I love doing these unboxings for you, and I hope it was helpful. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe. I'd love to have you back. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this month's palette, or the Curated Bead Box, or anything else you'd like to say. Also, don't forget to share this video with your bead-loving friends. That's all I have for now. Until next time, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and as always, happy beading.